Step number 2, listening to negative friends and allowing them to influence you. Now, we've all been there, even myself. You're feeling upset, you want to start, being negative about the opposite sex for that period of time because of the emotional state that you're in. You've been hurt, you've been let down, another failed relationship. Believe me, I can relate to all of that. And at that moment in time, the last person you want to be speaking to when you're feeling that way is someone that's telling you to forgive, is someone to telling you, to look at it from another point of view, somebody guiding you to a positive place. Because sometimes we just want to be in that place where we just want to be negative about certain things, and then once we've calmed down, we can look at the bigger picture. But we need to be careful of that, because we need friends that really want to tell us the truth regardless, and that's what I class as a good friend. I have a friend, just one friend like that, and no matter what, whether I'm wrong or I'm right, he tells me, and I respect him for that, because at least I know he's not telling me what I want to hear. So what you need to avoid is cultivating friends who always tell you what you want to hear, because they love you as a friend, because they want the best for you, and they most probably can identify and see in the type of place that you're in, if you're hurt and you're upset and you're emotional and all those type of things. So you need to be very, very careful of the friends that you choose. Also, it's very important to take advice from those who are living the life you want to live, and that's very important. So let's say, for example, you're a woman and you want to be a wife and you want to get married, and that's what you want to do. Now, when you're upset and you're lonely and you feel needy and you need some advice, you need someone to talk to, because women, you like to talk. The last person you really want to talk to at that moment in time is somebody that's single, angry, that has issues, hating men at that moment in their time. Can you imagine how they're going to make you feel? Because you're both going to be exchanging your past beliefs, your past values, your past negative relationships, and everything else. So what then happens then? You don't feel empowered, you don't feel better, you don't feel inspired to grow and develop yourself and move on. Now, when you're going through problems with your relationship, you need to be speaking and taking advice from those who are living the life that you want to live. So if you want to be married, speak to married women that are looking after their husband and has a happy marriage, and look how they deal with their issues, because they're usually looking at the larger picture, and little things do not usually affect their relationship, their marriage, especially if they have children. Now, men, on the other hand, we never usually take advice from those that are living the life we want to live, but some of us hang out with certain men that are not good for us. Now, let's say, for example, we may not like to go out every weekend. A certain man may not like to go out every weekend, but he may have two friends that no matter what, they're available to go out week in, week out. Now, let's say, for example, this man may be a bit low and a bit vulnerable, and he's going through a rocky stage of his relationship. Now, these are the type of men that he needs to keep away from, because these men are going to be guiding him most probably into another woman's arms. And as a man, I know we've all been there, where you're feeling upset and low, you go out with your men friends, and one thing leads to another, then you live to regret that. So you need to be, careful. Ladies and men, please just stick to getting advice from people that will influence you in a positive way. Now, thinking about this now, I want you to name one person. Just think about one person that you can think of who you could speak to, who is in the type of relationship you want to be in. Just think about that for a second. If you're looking for a serious relationship, speak to somebody who themselves is in a serious, happy relationship. Now, there's no relationships 100% happy, but you know your friends better than I do. So speak to them. Ask them what they would do. What do they think? And sometimes try and look at it from the other partner's point of view as well. So, tip number 2, name one person who you could speak to who is in a type of relationship you want to be in, and avoid listening to negative friends and allowing them to influence you.